As the country slowly begins to reopen now, we are learning about the environmental impact of staying socially distant.
Certainly, global carbon emissions have fallen in times of war and economic recessions, but this pandemic has led to an unprecedented drop in pollution. This morning, meteorologist Elisa Raffa has a closer look at those numbers for us.
Yeah, good morning, guys. This is what our planet looked like while we stayed at home. Clear waters in Venetian canals with jellyfish, a clear skyline in New York, and smog-free views in New Delhi, India. As our roads emptied, we got a glimpse of life with a clean earth free of pollution. Now, this new study shows that daily carbon emissions dropped by 17%, plummeting by 1 billion tons of carbon emissions right there in April as flying, driving, and industry came to a screeching halt. Now, as coronavirus infections peaked in March and April, travel dropped nationwide, with every state but Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama changing their routine by more than 60%. You can see that by all the reds, and then these are the only 3 states where it didn't change as much. This is the data for Missouri. It shows that mobility dropped by 80% during that March and April peak, and then in Arkansas, that drop was not as much. It only dropped by 40%. Now, this new study projects that our total emissions for 2020 will probably drop between 4 and 7% compared to last year, but scientists warn that's only a drop in the bucket. Dr. Art DiGaetano is a climatologist at Cornell University and tells me not only is he not surprised by this drop in emissions right now, but he's also fully expecting our increase to pick up where it left off.
Kind of like driving down the freeway at 65 and tapping your brakes. You slow down for a short second, but as soon as you take your foot off the gas or off the brake, you go right back up to where you were. So I'm confident actually that that's what we're going to see now.
Yeah, so we also talked a lot about solutions, and he reflected that the impacts of the pandemic have really forced us to think about solutions. Some of these solutions that include different types of fuel, like electric vehicles, public transportation. But, we've got to have both. He said, have your cake and eat it too. The functioning economy and a cleaner planet,
Exactly, and it's tough to be able to try and sustain this, but sustainability is what we're all looking at when it comes to this, right?
Yeah, just find a cleaner way to have this energy, because it just looks so nice. Jellyfish in the canals of Venice.
Yeah, I think it was eye-opening for everyone to see those changes. It's actually something you can see, and like you said, it's just finding that balance moving forward now.
Yeah, I hope that that's what we get out of this, is we saw what it looked like, we saw how nice it looked, and hopefully we strive to try to find those solutions,
All right, Elisa Raffa, thank you for the report.